my free art class where we walk by faith, not by sight. I am doing a texture flower motion painting. I already lined up the flowers, and now I'm going to put my mediums in there, which will be plastic, paper, yarn, bark, and branches. So I'm going to start with the darkest color, which will be my blue. And I want to add the blue medium to my bottom portion. This would be the tree bark. I'm going to line that on one side. Again, I'm using acrylic paint. Then this is tree bark. Put that there. Put that there. That is all of that medium. So it's a pretty good texture right there. My next texture will be the plastic, and the plastic is green. So I'll go ahead and add the green plastic. If you already watched part 1 of this video, you watched me gather the materials. That's our plastic texture. And for this, I added a slowdown to my acrylic, and I added matte paste. Again, this is plastic, acrylic paint, and mediums. Tree bark right there. Plastic, drip, drip, and more drip. There we go. Okay. The next medium I'll be using will be this one. I use yarn and red acrylic. That's going to go right into my painting for a texture. Texture, and this is yarn I use to achieve that lift. Next medium I'll be using is plastic, and I mix that with white acrylic, and there's a little tiny bit of green with it, so it gave it a little tint, and it toned it, it made it gray. So let's go on and add this. Wow, really like that. So now let's make my petals pink. Whoops. Good thing it's not open. Now the only thing left to do is mix the metal. Mix that medium good. And as an artist, never be afraid to experiment. I am going to add a drip of yellow right in the middle. So I feel like I need a little bit more color to really bring the beauty into the picture, so I'm just gonna pour that on there. I'm gonna add a little paste. Now, I've worked with this before. This is a really good paste. You can pick this up. So how thick it is. It thickens everything. You pick this up for, I think, about $12 at your store. But this is a thickener, so I'm adding that right in the middle. Because I feel like, although it is a medium, I need it to have a certain type of texture, not just the medium texture. So I'm adding this to it to give it the texture that I want. And in addition to using that paint. And I'm changing the color. Perfect. Change the color. And I changed the texture of my medium. It actually made it less bulky, more flat. It's a little too puffed up. There we go. And then what I'll do is blend that color up into the flower too. And if you ever want to get a little more definition in your pictures, I'll show you how to do that. And that, my friends, you will achieve by adding a little white paint. In my brush, so I can give you a good demonstration of that. And I'm going to add the white paint to all of my squares. Okay, now, white definitely made it a little brighter. So now I can use, I'm going to do my background, which will cover the whole picture. And for that, backgrounds for these paintings look very good when you use darker colors. So I'll mix everything on my plate. Those are the best backgrounds, when you just mix everything together that you have on your plate. And also, guess what? You're not wasting any paint. Okay, this is how this one looks. It looks greenish. So what I'll do is keep that color. And I've been using black. Since I have the green, I'll use black so that to make that like make the flower stand out even more in the picture and the live leaves that I'm using. Let's go and put the black on there. And what the black will do is make it black, but not dark black. It'll have a different shade to it. So I'm going to go with this, and I added black. Remember, these are background colors. So here you see on my plate I have a black, and then I have a greenish tinted black. Okay, so these are backgrounds. I'm starting with the darkest one first. And it's okay if a little of the media gets mixed, or the medium gets mixed in there too, that's fine. That actually makes your picture look better, because you're actually using all your materials. So I use a darker color on the outsides, and then as I move towards the top, I'll start using a lighter shade of the same color. I'm going to use a smaller brush to get in between there, because this one I'm getting And when you're mixing backgrounds, it's okay to use a colored paintbrush because the color is going to be dark anyway. So let's do it here. I actually like the brown, how it complements the green in the painting. If you guys want me to do live classes for art, just go ahead and subscribe with this video so that I'll know that you guys liked watching it and practicing this one. With a smaller brush, you're just able to go around in there more. Remember, darker tones on the outside, and then you get lighter towards the top and the middle of the painting. And expect a little of the mediums to get mixed in. That's the whole point. You can get any materials you want. Sand from the beach, dirt from your backyard, leaves off your tree, flowers out your garden, whatever you like. I would add that to your paint. And acrylic paint has been my friend with all of these paintings that I've done for the last month. I never really used acrylic. I would I always go to gouache. So using acrylic is not only new for me, but I actually like it. It's very exciting. It changes forms. With gouache, it is good as well, but you have to really know what you're doing when you decide to use the gouache. It's very expensive and it comes in small quantities, like the oil paint. Get all your supplies from your local art store. That's what I would recommend. Sign up for a membership or a discount card because art supplies can get very expensive, especially when you have to buy frames for your work and alternative supplies for your work as well. Some stores might not have it in stock where you have to order it online. So if you're expecting to do a big piece, you should probably pre-order those supplies so that you'll have those supplies that you need. As far as me, I put myself on a art budget so I don't overspend on my supplies. And I also have a membership to a very good art company. So I'm getting 30% off my next video. I'll make sure to bring that link so that you'll be able to get your supplies at that price as well. So I do this so that more people can learn how to make beautiful art. That's the first thing. Second thing is learning art and using it as a meditation. That's the method that I'm learning and using for these classes. And it's pretty successful. I like how everybody has been commenting and leaving your feedback. That helps. I really would appreciate more comments. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in today. So thank you for coming into class where we make great art from what we've learned. This is the acrylic company that I've been using. And if you look at this, this is an acrylic stick. So you can buy these and use these. You just cut them with your scissors and measure the amount of acrylic you want to make. This will save you money. I got that at TJ Maxx. And look at how pretty it looks. Now remember I told you have to go through the inside, so I'm going to do that part now. Let's get these a little extra for that. Fill in a little detail in between. Okay. Now, grab a different brush. And I'm going to use my green tinted paint for the middle of the painting. I want to keep all of the colors pretty much together, and also adding that acrylic slower really helps you to not have to rush and do paintings. You don't have to rush through your paint. You can still use it because it's going to stay wet. Again, I'm using a big brush to fill in these spots quickly, and then I use a smaller brush to get into the areas that require smaller entry. Okay, so that's almost done. And don't be afraid to try new things. It's always gonna make everything that you do be more organic. And what looks better? Organic. You don't need AI. My smaller brush to go work my way through the middle. Alright, so dry picture. Then grab your paint, make your design, grab your textured materials, mix them with your paint. After you mix them with your paint, go ahead and apply your paint. Into the shapes that you designed. A little green. Oh. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's funny because either one or two of my cats always make sure they make an appearance. Some of our videos have a special guest titled on them just because they always make sure that they make an appearance. I'm so glad we had class today, and thank you guys for showing up and sharing what you got. Last, I will color in the pods, and it's actually good because this is the mixtures for my paint. Alright, I'm going to bring that out with a little more weight. Something was telling me to outline this a little bit more with the white paint, so I'm going to do that. And plus, the original picture has the white around it anyway in the outline, so it's a really do want to bring attention to this leaf that I used. And in order to do that, guess what? Exactly, you have to use white paint. Doesn't have to be a lot, it just needs to be enough around the edges. Ooh, don't want to mess up the leaf. There we go. I am looking forward to doing more of these for our art classes. And let's go on and wrap that up. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your break this month. And voila, all done. This is our texture painting. So, texture. We'll call this Texture 101. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you like, subscribe, and join our class every Tuesday. Also, look at the lineup for the channel page. There's a lot of good, interesting videos on here. I advise you guys to look at the art history classes. They're very informative. And this is our art class. It's a free online art class that you can join every Tuesday of every week. Thank you, everybody. We walk by faith and not by sight. Bye-bye.